So however we found our way here to this little practice, let's have a moment to connect, and mostly with ourselves to begin with, as we're all in isolation. And the aim really is just to come together and do our practice. So welcome. So find a place where there's reduced disturbances for the next hour. Lie down or sit now with your eyes closed or eyelids lowered. And we'll start with just a minute of meditation. So just quietly, if you're lying down, sink down to the floor, relax the body. And if you're seated, relax with the straight back and open heart space. So 1 minute just to ground in, just to check in with yourself, number one, and with the community we are growing through this videoing of classes. So you can bring in your own intention for the practice, or you can share this one. So when we talk about yoga and meditation, we're talking about a science and an art, very ancient science and art, and it's of an inward observation. It basically forces a focus and awareness that conducts a kind of self-regulatory process of body, mind and emotions, as well and beyond to the soul. So we begin all practices with breath work, which helps set movement and posture to come. So let's set this intention to pause amongst all that is happening. Acknowledge the more composed part of ourselves, the part that grounds us amongst the ever-present changes. For it's this part of ourselves which is clear, adaptive and ever ready. Above all, this part is loving. So an idea of trusting that from this place lies a deeper wisdom. It knows what to do. It knows how to connect. It knows patience, and it knows how to support when needed. So with this intention, yield to what is happening, quieten all our alarms and stress, and trust in this place where we will begin and end our practice tonight. Breathing in peace and breathing out calm. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. When you're ready, we'll lie down and begin some simple breathing. So legs semi-supine, lie back the spine and relax the whole body to the floor. Relaxing the hands onto the tummy to start, elbows out nice and wide. And draw the chin in towards your chest to lengthen the lower back and the the cervical spine, the neck. Feel the breath in the abdomen ballooning as you inhale and softening, contracting as you exhale. So let's have 5 breaths, filling the lungs, expansion in the tummy on the inhalation, and contraction, deflation on the exhalation. Close your eyes and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, we'll start the movement. Knees to chest, inhale, hug your knees in tight, and then head to knees, exhale, curl up as tight as you can. Bring the feet back down, spreading the soles as you bring them to the floor. Bring the palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then lift up the pelvis and the hips to come into bridge pose. Get comfortable as you lift the spine and peel the vertebrae off the floor. So a nice curve in the back, lifting up each vertebrae off the floor, pushing through your feet, pressing through your arms. Let's have 2 more breaths. 1. Fill the lungs. Exhale deeply. 2. Inhale deeply, fill the lungs. And exhale, make your way down, dropping each vertebrae to the floor. Pelvis sinks down last. Second round, inhale your knees to chest. Exhale your head to knees. Drop the feet, press the arms down, squeeze the shoulder blades and lift up a little bit higher, pressing the feet, spreading the toes. 3 breaths here. 1. 2. 'Little lift as you move into your 3rd inhalation, and then exhale down each vertebrae to the floor. Let's do 1 more round. Inhale, knees to chest, and exhale, head to knees. Good. Drop the feet to the floor. Inhale, the arms down, and then exhale to push up. This time, as we come up to full bridge, lift the arms up and over behind you, palms spread wide. Press through the feet, squeeze up through the pelvic floor muscles, lift the pubic bone. Let's have 3 breaths here. 1. Feel the expansion in the front body. 2. And when you're ready, keeping the arms where they are, exhale and bring each vertebrae slowly down to the floor. When you feel comfortable enough, isolate your arm movements and lift them up and over, dropping the hands back down to the floor. And then bring the arms out shoulder height and begin to rock the legs to side. Just allow them to fall down. as if you're slowly windscreen wiping the legs from left to right. And now bring in some breath. Inhale the legs up to center, exhale the legs down. Wonderful. Come back to center and then bring the knees up towards your chest. Place the hands on top of the knees, fingers pointing down, and then draw the legs out apart. Keep the toes together and then draw the legs into circles. Inhaling out wide, zip the legs together and up, exhaling. Let's do 5, going round in one way, and then changing the direction of your circles. Keeping the face relaxed, eyes relaxed, head is heavy, shoulders relaxed. And then dropping the feet down to the floor. Let's just do our leg lifts. One leg at a time with breath. Inhaling the leg up, straightening, flexing the foot, and exhaling, bending the knee and dropping the foot to the floor. Change legs. Inhaling the leg up, lengthen, flex the foot, then bring the knee into flexion and drop the foot back down. Allow the legs to stay heavy so that they can work with lengthening the lumbar spine. Let's do 5 leg lifts on each leg, alternating and moving with breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And then when you're ready to relax, just gently allow the legs to reach out in front. Take the legs a little bit apart and roll them in and out from their sockets several times. Then become still and take a nice easy breath in and easy breath out to arrive sinking into the body. No tension or holding in the abdomen, and relaxing shoulders, neck and head. Turn the head side to side, letting it roll, weighted and heavy. And then come back to center, bending the knees once more, feet to the floor, lift the buttocks and the pelvis to then drop the hands slowly underneath. Sit back down, bring the knees up to your chest, lift the legs, and then cycle the legs through. So yogic cycling, nice way to keep joints nice and supple and get some movement in all the different ligaments, tendons of the legs, muscles, As well as that, an inversion to release the heart a little bit. So let's do 10 movements of this pedaling forwards. And then we can change and move back 10 cycles backwards. Keep the legs lifted, working from the hips to the heels. And come back down when you're ready. Push to release the hands and rolling over onto one side, pushing down and coming up to all fours. Well done. So nice and comfortable here with this position of all fours. If the knees are sore, place a folded blanket underneath, or you can double up your mat. So we're going to do our lovely cat-cow stretch. So really working with the spine, trying to get as much movement as you can. You can roll the shoulders a few times, just to ground down the palms, and then work with seat bones lifted, and a little lumbar curve in the low back, gently curving up. And then draw the tummy, abdomen up to your spine, press into your hands and drop the head down. And then work with breath. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the seat bones and trace the wall up to the ceiling. And then exhale, tracing the wall down to the floor, drawing the hips towards you, curving the upper back, squeezing abdomen to spine, and then reverse that. So let's do 5 rounds. Keep the toes tucked on the inhale, and then drop the toes down, tops of the feet on the exhale, or just keep them tucked, soles of the feet open. Good, let's really engage the spine. Let it move for us, as it supports so much of everything we do. Free up any back pain, especially around the thoracic spine. Keep the face nice and soft, forebrow soft. The breath keeps you slow, even if we have the mind wanting to move us on a bit faster. Remind ourselves to follow the breath pattern. And this is the yoga. Good. So we're going to come down to Sphinx pose. So let's just allow the legs to slide back slightly. So come down onto the forearms and then let the hips drop down. Spread the palms of the hands and drop the toes, tops of the feet down onto the floor. Well done. Good. So it's possible to get a little bit lazy and drop into the shoulders here and sink down and slump. But otherwise, however, we should just allow a lengthening in the upper back. So try to find a dignity in the pose. So imagine you are really guarding those pyramids, spreading the fingers, opening the chest, drawing the shoulders back and down, opening in the throat, and then gaze forward with your drishti, your focus point, and steady the eye gaze here. 3 breaths. 1. 2. Entire breath into the pose. And exhale an entire breath out. And 1 more breath here. Good. And then we're going to push through the hands to gently lift the elbows, keeping that same action, lengthening the back, strengthening the back, shoulders down. And then breathe here, keeping the chest moving with breath, and then opening the throat. still goes down the nose. And stay for 3. Well done. 2. And 1. Inhale. And exhale, drop down onto your forearms once more. And then move the elbows a little bit forward so you can sink down a little bit deeper in the shoulders. Lift the lower legs and circle your ankles. Let them dance. Circle the ankles. And if you haven't got socks off, take them off if you're warm enough, and let the feet really relax and open. Blossom with the soles of your feet. And then bring it into the knees so we can allow little circles of the lower legs from the knee joint. Drop the head down if we want and become quiet, changing direction or letting one leg move in circles. Good work. Everything staying peaceful and sinking into the earth, trusting the earth, trusting that deeper place where we have found our focus and our observation. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come up to Cobra once more, lifting the elbows and then drop down. Push back, lift up into all fours, walk the hands back, lift the elbows, and then sit all the way back. Sivalasana, keep stretching out the spine, drop the hips to the heels, keep the arms stretching in front, and then finally drop the head down to the floor. Feel here the chest expanding and retracting. Feel the rib cage expanding. Feel the thighs against the abdomen and close deeper. Breathing into the back of your lungs. 5 breaths to nurture and restore the body here. So really quieting down. Next 2 breaths you can make Namaskar Mudra, prayer position, and place the hands over the back of the skull, down towards occipital lobes. Good, coming onto all fours again when you're ready. Just make little adjustments here. And then bring your right knee in a little bit to center and extend out your left leg in line with the buttock. Flex through the heel. And then we'll do 3 times. An exhale, head to knee. And inhale, extend out. Make that extension last as long as the breath. Exhale, head to knee. Squeeze the breath out. Inhale. Extend and enjoy the extension of that leg. Good. Last one. Good. Step in the left hand to center. And if you feel balanced, to then bring the right arm away. Extend out against the opposite leg there. And take 2 breaths here. 1. And 2. On your exhalation, make the replacement of hand and knee as long as the breath out. Breathe in and take your right leg back. Extend out in line with the buttock and the hip. And exhale, head to knee. Drawing closer each time. Let's do 2 more. 1. As we move, notice how the postures encourage the breath to deepen. And go with it. Trust in the practice. When you come back, extend the leg back. Step the right hand in just slightly an inch or two and bring the left arm out in front. Reach the two away, heel and wrist, fingers and heel, and breathe. Two, well done. Set intention all the way through the practice. One, and release. Good, staying on all fours, but we're going to take the right leg out to the side. The left side's a bit tricky for me with the dog, and I'm sure that it's difficult with space you've got there as well. So just make the most. We can always bend the leg a little bit as we're going to bring the leg forward towards the outer right arm. Now we may just wish to go deeper here by bending forward into that front knee and holding, and then taking the seat bones back. So we can take a little moment to rock forward and back, and then eventually we feel our way as if we're testing how far we can go to bring the arms on the outside, possibly for Ajnasana low lunge. So here we're bringing the body up, torso up, and then we're trying to find an alignment with both arms to reach up. So here we can set the pose if we feel comfortable to stay for several more breaths. Easy breath in, easy breath out. Lovely. Love this pose, it really invigorates. And when we feel refreshed, reach up and then come forward slowly, bringing torso and arms forward. And then bring the arms inside the leg and wiggle that leg outwards once more. Be careful as we come out to the side again. You may wish to press backwards and forwards, rock to open up into inner thigh and groin. And then slide back the leg, press into the hands, take a little lift of the leg and replace. Well done, other side. Left side, take it out to the side and have a little wiggle there. One side may feel entirely different to the other. Just observe. Our quest in all of this is just observation, compassion, kindness, thanking the body, muscles, bones, blood, organs, all of it helping us to function. So as we go through, always being kind to find these movements, slowly engaging to their final pose. So when we feel ready, rocking a little bit here to front to back, and possibly then bringing the arm on the outside for low lunge. If you feel ready to balance up, we reach the arms here and stay composed, focused, and dive into that deeper place of wisdom where we can observe. So if there's tingling or wobbling, we observe and we then repair, finding a safer, more comfortable place to be. So always work within your limits, what the body feels right doing. So when you're ready to come down, take your breath in, reach, and then exhale, 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 all the way to the floor of those hands, and then wiggle the foot out, gently to the sides. Slide back the leg in place, a little lift, and then replace the leg. So here we get to relax the skull. So this is one of my favourite ever moves. After being a teacher for many years, holding a lot of maths and different things in my head, I needed to release. Sometimes it felt like a pressure cooker. So this is a lovely one. It's actually releasing the neck, but when we feel our brain is a bit overloaded. So one that's really good for now with all we're processing. So come down slowly onto your forearms as if we're doing Sphinx, but this is actually the beginning of praying mantis pose. And then you're dropping the forehead, bringing the hands out to the sides of the ears, and then rolling pinhead, rolling all the way forward, all the way back. So imaginary line down the middle of the mat, rolling the head forwards along the line and back. Close your eyes. So we stay rolling back and forward, deepening over the crown, all the way back, chin to chest, and then over the crown, all the way forward onto forebrow if you can. And let's do about 3 to 5 more, depending on the speed which feels comfortable for you. So once we're done with that, come up onto all fours. We're coming to standing. So the suggestion would always be to come to downward facing dog first, lifting the knees, pushing the seat bones, dropping the heads, and then walking the legs forward or bringing legs and hands together. So keeping the feet nice and wide, coming into a little forward bend, and then bending the knees a little, slowly lengthen up to standing. Okay, we all made it. Whew. So, we get to just energize the body a little bit. Hello, Emma. Good. So you know some of these poses as well. So the first lot is just to do arm lifts. So let's do 5 rounds. So we bring the arms down, rotate out from the shoulders, push the pelvis gently forward, spread the feet. And when you're ready, inhale the arms and look up. Turn the palms, turn the arms and reach out and come back down. Engage movement with breath each time. Let's do 4 more. Shake out the wrists, have a little jog on the spot. And then we're going to take our left leg back, right leg forwards. Bring the arms on the inside and then get used to taking in the breath and taking out the breath with the exhale. And then begin to lift up and down, swinging with the breath. Keep the back leg fairly straight. And as you work from the hip down to heel to keep the leg active. You can bow down and sweep up. Here we draw in new prana, new energy. And take deep breaths out to release tensions. Let's do about 5 more of these on this side. 1, 2, reaching up for new inspiration. And lowering down to release. Last 2, and then come back to standing. Take a deep breath in, arms up. Follow the fingers with your gaze, exhale, come back down. Step back your right leg, well done. Arms on the up and down on the inside of the legs. Get used to your breath pattern. And then start to lift your back leg into a balance. And let's do do 5 more. Sweeping down, sweeping up. 2 and 1. And coming back to center. Nice big lift up. Look towards your fingers. Exhale. Let's take a resting breath. Place the palms together. And again, dropping deeper down into that place of self-awareness. That wiser place where we are buoyant through tough times. Soothing breath out. Deep breath in. And press the hands to your hips or waist and jump the feet out. Nice and wide. And then this is where we look to see how much space is realistic with this. So we're taking the arms out and in. Bend the knees and twist. So one arm up to the shoulder, one arm down to the opposite thigh behind you. So the helicopter blades of our arms spinning us into a lovely twist. Breath in to lift, breath out to twist. Let's do about 10 of these more. Keep the arms lifted to shoulder height as you come back through. 5 more. And slow it down. And then walk the legs back together. Roll the shoulders. Shake out the wrists. And then bring the hands together. So a little bit of Indian dance to release the wrists and fingers from all that typing, all that we've been doing lately to keep in touch with our families, friends, and the world. So a lot of texting, screens, working with the screens of our fingers. So this is lovely to spread and release tendons in the fingers. We're basically swimming the arms up. Hand movements are the reverse prayer position, and then rolling fingers lift up and come back down. So it's almost like flamenco dancing as well. It's very beautiful. Close your eyes and we'll do 2 more. Once up on breath in and once down on breath out. Do that one more time. Interlink your fingers at this position and bring your 2 index fingers together. We're going to do a side stretch here, so keep the inner legs quite tight, squeeze in from the buttocks down, pull the tummy gently back, and then inhale the arms. So nice and soft still, so we're not locking anything too much because we want the breath to still guide us into some deeper movements of the pose. So deep breath in, shoulders back and down, arms shooting up, and then exhale over to your left side. And let's take 3 breaths here. So we develop by drawing the breath in and exhaling, deepening into your side bend. Lovely, really nice. Can see that's really lovely here. So well done. And nice deep breath in again. Keep there, keep in tension. And when you're ready to inhale back, slowly come back to center. Draw the shoulders down again. Press through your feet. And then we'll do the other side. Deep breath, long spine. Exhale over. Good. Keep the arms pulling back towards the ears and beyond. Back of the head in line with the spine. And when you're ready to come back up, part the hands this time and release them down. Wonderful. Shake out the hands. Just going to move the screen now. I hope we can see enough on the mat, we're going to step out to the side, doing our warrior postures, turning the right leg in, and the left leg, so the back leg is straight and strong, arms are in line with the shoulders, and then bring the right arm down to right thigh, lift the left. Keep the arms straight, bring yourself back up, bringing the left hand to shoulder height, lift the right, and then bring the left arm down to your back leg, turn the right palm and open here into the front ribs. So let's do that again. Inhale back to center, leg is bent, still on the front. Exhale, elbow to thigh, and draw the arm up and over. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Bend the knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale down. And we'll do one more of those. Press down through the back leg, press and spread the toes. Warrior. Humble warrior. Turn the palm. Slide the hand down the leg. Inhale back. And turn the feet to front. And lift the arms out nice and wide. And 3 times we're going to bend the knees, drop the arms and lift to a sunburst. Exhale. Big circle in front. And then relax. Turn the right leg in, left leg out to your first warrior position on your legs. And then drop the left arm down to side, turn the palm, reach the right arm up and draw open into a diagonal. Inhale the arm back up, straighten both arms. Exhale, the arm slides down the legs, open into peaceful warrior. 3 times, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center, reach long through the arms. Slide the arm down. Open the front ribs. And once more. Exhale. These poses, asanas, they desire more breath. They allow you to really deepen as you come back. Exhale the breath away. Lift 3 times again. Big circles. 2 and 3. Step back to the front of your mat. And a little balance. Just on our last standing. So separate the feet to hip width apart. And then just rock the weight side to side. Then rocking over to your left, lift your right leg. We're lifting so you flex ankle and at the knee. And you can place the hands here, lean slightly back away and stay for 5 breaths. Or lifting the fingers forward, interlink around the shin, stay here. Or even deeper, bring the arm on the inside, interlink the toe, and then push the leg forwards. Let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and release the leg, extending it first, pointing the toe, and coming back down. Good, just in between doing the other side, we're going to just lift up onto the toes, lift the arms, and then lower the heels, drop the arms. Let's do that twice more. Breath in, lift up onto your point, exhale, coming back down. Once more. Big wave of breath, and release. Right leg plant to the floor, left leg lift, flex the ankle and knee. Hold underneath the thigh or interlink around the shin. Or deeper still if you have flexibility to lift up. Either way, we stay here. 5. Gazing down, point on front. 4. 3. 2. And 1. When you come back down, straighten the leg first, hands to waist, lift and release. Good, let's have a shake. Everything now has got to be nice and floppy. Push the shoulders forwards, keep the knees lifting. And then we want to hear sound. Doesn't matter if you haven't got it on, but I'm going to imagine you're doing the same as me. So we're going to lift up and then do a big sigh. And again, let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Oh, it feels better. So we can walk back here, come back down to the ground. So feet nice and wide. Bend into the knees, drop down slowly to the floor. Walk the hands forward, step by step, and come down onto your knees. So sit back for a moment here, as long as the knees are okay. So the toes are pressing to the floor, heels lifted beneath. So we're just being quiet here, hands are in front, shoulders and elbows are relaxed back. So this is essentially about opening the soles of your feet. Just be quiet here, shoulders relaxed, eyes gazing down the nose or closed. And come forward onto all fours. And then we can walk the knees over to one side, drop the hip down, and then I'm just going to swivel forward. You may need to do the same, turning the feet to front. So from here, slide the legs out long. This is a pose called Dandasana, it's a staff pose. So we bring the hands down by the sides of the body, press them to the floor, and then allowing this spine to become longer. As you press and energize down through the earth of your hands, you can then extend the spine up, straightening it. And draw the shoulders down, chest forwards. Stay here for another 2 breaths. Allow the transition from standing to seated asana poses on the floor. Wonderful. We're going to bring the arms up and make fists. So they're like oars, and we're rowing. And we inhale the arms to long, hinge forwards, and then bending the elbows, draw back with some bicep, tricep muscle engagement. Inhale, exhale. So let's do 10. The knees can bend a little bit as you come forward to go down lower. Dropping your oars into the ocean, pulling against that water. Intending to move on steadily but surely through the next few months. Over we go with the oars. Who needs rowing machines anyway? And let's do a couple more and come back to that lovely staff pose, Dandasana. And then we get to do a lovely side press up here. So bring the arms and push the hands forwards, imaginary wall. And then drop them, one hand behind the hip, one hand forward, and then drop the spine down, head to floor. Bring the arms up and over or across from chest height, and do the same on the other side. Inhale the arms up, exhale over. And let's do a few more of these. Drawing the breath in as we come up, and drawing the breath out to push down into the earth. Refresh all the cells with that lovely breath in as we move in the actions. Good. And then let's come back with the knees now up towards the chest. Hug them in and take a nice breath whereby we lengthen the spine, draw close to the legs, and then drop forward, chin to chest, head to knees, and 3 breaths in your hug asana, just giving ourselves some love and quiet and peace and calm. So to come out and lift, open the eyes, and you can just butterfly the legs now, soles of the feet together, hands around the feet, and just let them open and close. And then think about being warm here for the next 3 minutes as you lie back. So bring the knees back up and lie the body down. Grab a blanket or some socks as you come to Shavasana. Have a nice stretch. Do anything else that might help you to now get relaxed. Feeling the body sinking down into space and gravity. Take your time now to lie the body down. Surrender all weight, all thoughts, all emotions. And just allow the wave of breath to be your biggest observation. Dropping through your hips and shoulders. Allow the legs and the arms to release. Taking all the time in the world to be comfortable and still. Here again, how we began with our 1 minute silence. But this time, just keeping the focus of your mind to go inwards to that place of calm, centered wisdom. And then as we go there, allow every single cell of your body to be part of this practice in this very present moment. Counting 10 breaths in Shavasana to finish.